Yeah, and welcome to our holding for healing on February 15th, 2023. We're here. We made it to 2023. Yes. There were moments in 2022 I wondered how it was going to go, but we all made it to 2023. And I love this day after Valentine's Day. To me, it's just as special because it's my sister's birthday. So, and she's dear, really, really dear to me. And I figured yesterday a lot of people were doing a lot of things, but today we could sink in together into some sacred space and focus on attracting love. And my husband in the subject line included happiness for body and spirit, which is what we focused on last month. But if you put it together, it's really kind of good. Attracting love, happiness for body and spirit. I kind of liked it when it all came together. So there we go. We're attracting love for our happiness, the happiness of others, for our bodies, for our spirit, whatever we need. Ariane and I, some of you may know, just came out of 3 days of visioning ceremony. And this is part of the practices that we teach. And after women become very proficient in holding, there's an opportunity to go through ceremony and become an elder in the practice. And then there's another step, which is a visioning elder, which means that you commit to yearly spending 3 days holding people around the world who are in need of limitless love. And it's a great privilege. And we get pushed to our nth because there are plenty of people that we have trouble with too. and, and they will come to be held. And so we get to suspend all of our judgments and say, who are you? And how may I serve you? How may I love you today? And that is a tremendous privilege. And I can assure you, excuse me, that we both felt you. If you put out a bowl of water, if you lit a candle, if you connected to us, we felt you. And there was a special holding period that was just for you. And that's our honor and our privilege. And I hope that it helped your life spirit, your happiness in some beautiful way. During our, and Ariane, I don't know if everybody knows you, so put your little mechanical hand up. That's your real one, your little mechanical hand, so they can find you. Down there in reactions. There we go. Now you can see her right up in the top left corner. That's our Ariane. And Ariane has been on this path with me about as long as I have. She was at the first ceremony that we did, and she was the first elder to be initiated at in our practices in 150 years. So she's been a confidant. She's the person I'm accountable to. So that's so that you all will always be safe in this practice with me. Part of our practice in elderhood is to be willing to be supported and to be accountable, lovingly accountable. And believe me, she has held me accountable a few times, and I'm really grateful for that. And I hope you're grateful to Ariane for that, because she made me stronger and better as a teacher, as a facilitator of sacred practice. So very grateful to this precious woman. And she reminded me during ceremony, during this weekend, that feminine energy, when we're attracting things in our lives, it's like the moon. The moon reflects the sun's light, and the moon has this wonderful magnetic pull. We all know what that's like, right? The tides respond to the relationship to the moon. And that's how it is with our lives. And as women, we feel that in our bodies. Our moon cycles often correlate with moon cycles, literally. That's why it's called moon time in traditional ways, our moon time. So our bodies respond to that magnetic relationship. And she was reminding me that when we're wanting something in our lives, that it's beautiful to imagine what it is to be the moon, to become like the moon. Feminine energy is an invitation. Its nature is invitational. It welcomes in. And to imagine in our own lives, if we were welcoming in the love that we want, what would that love be attracting into our lives? What would our moon energy be calling into us? Is that love for attracting greater health? Is that love for attracting a wonderful partner? Is that love for attracting a new career? And feel free to put something in the chat room about that. What would your love attract into your life? What is your love inviting into your life? And Vera, you can lie down if you want to. It's a choice. Inner love, self-love. Ooh, I love that, Erilyn. Yeah, Jessica, healing for those around me. Very sweet. Patricia, courage. Vera, the opening of dams. Ooh, that's a powerful visualization. Ellen said joy, fulfillment, abundance. Beautiful. Anyone else? What are you? Oh, Teresa Rose said grace and peace. Yeah, I love that. Anything else that your love would be drawing in, inviting in? Galeandra says connection. Beautiful. Yeah, these are powerful. More light, Jessica says. Sweet. Yeah, Dorian, self-healing of pain. Rosemary, expanded human consciousness. Yeah, and it all counts if it's deeply personal for us and our bodies or our experience, or like that expanded sense of human consciousness. It's all beautiful. It all works together, right? Ariane's a comfort, ease, and support. Yeah, need to embodiment of my wholeness. Peg, healing of grief. Yeah, yeah, love is that powerful stuff. We know it. I don't need to tell you, you already know it. So when you think about that quality of love, how will you feel when that grief is released, when you're feeling whole? Ooh, Maria says inner grace of self and abundance of career. So you might ask yourself, Maria, how will I feel when that is happening? What will it feel like to be in that embodiment of your wholeness? Or Rosemary, to feel that expanded human consciousness in you, or that pain is healed, Dorian, or you're experiencing that light, Jessica, whatever it was you wrote down or you thought, and if you were thinking it, what will you feel like? Yeah, there is an expansion of spirit and body and being. Beautiful. So that gives you a sense of what it's going to feel like in you. How will that quality of love feel? Jessica said warm, radiant, full, and joy. Yeah. Erlyn, you and Vera are seeing it the same way, feeling it the same way. That's lovely. Anyone else? How are you going to feel? This is really important. This is what actually does. That's the essence of the invitation, is that feeling. Yeah, release to contribute to the world and myself. So that sense of release, Dorian, beautiful. Marilyn, confidence and self-expressiveness. Yeah. Diane, calm and peaceful. Jessica, limitless. Maria, full of radiance, pure joy, and the release of self-doubt. Yeah, that feeling, that's what calls us in. That's what is so sexy and attractive to that energy out there. It's this feeling, it's this vibe, right? Free, Nitu says, that's a word you can feel. Galeandra, if you can feel yourself full of light, that's a beautiful, beautiful center point for you. Yeah, when you feel it now, it is coming in. Our clairsentience is so powerful. Our visions, absolutely, and our clairsentience. Patricia said, comfortable being me. Perfect. Comfortable. I like that too. And then it's fun to let them keep growing, keep expanding. Is there And in the holding that may happen, you may get an image of what comfortable is, or an image of what free is, or a sound of what free is, or um, a word that is the expression of limitless for you. Let the holding take you even deeper and deeper, so that that sense of what that love is just starts really sinking into your bones, your molecules, your cells. That place becomes who you are. I got to make sure I'm unmuted. Okay, we're good. Good. There we go. All right. Mm. Yeah, and Marnie asked about a replay. She just came in. So yeah, I'm sure you'd like to be part of those questions and that exploration. I get it. It takes us about 48 hours, but then Jeffrey puts these up on my YouTube channel at misahopkins.com. So if you can't make it live, you've got a backup. And of course, it's so awesome when we get to experience each other live, when 64 of us from all around the world coming together and holding space together. It's pretty wonderful to experience in the moment. So what I would invite you to be aware of as we go into this holding is that feeling of an energy, an experience that you want to embody. And you want to embody it regularly and daily, so that it is invited in and comes in naturally. So let's go into the holding. And for those of you, wait a minute, do we have some first timers? Are there some of you first time? Welcome. I'm going through and checking. Awesome. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right. We'll be gentle on you. We'll do our best to be gentle. So holding is basically, is the way I like to think of it, inner kindness, inner compassion for ourselves, for whatever we're feeling. And holding kind of goes through these cycles. So if we start by holding our pain or our doubt or our fear or our sorrow, our anger, we start with what's troubling us. And as we hold it, we love it and we are kind to it. And we do that because it's connected to some part of our soul that's been wounded. Maybe when we were little, maybe another life, but it's been wounded. So just like if you cut your finger and you put it in your mouth and you get a Band-Aid on it and you try to be kind and compassionate to yourself so it can heal, we do that with those parts of us that are aching. And as that aching quiets down, there's this really beautiful thing that happens. It gets very still, very quiet in yin energy, in that womb energy, the birthplace of consciousness. It's all still, it's quiet, dark, cool, just the way the Chinese described it over 10,000 years ago, same way they described it. And we rest. And it's in that rest, everything begins to reform. And that feeling that you want to feel starts opening up in some way in you. And we do the same thing. We hold it in inner kindness, in that compassionate love. And in that compassionate love, it expands and it shows us its nature. And sometimes it shows us visions of how it comes to be. Sometimes it shows us symbols to focus on to help energize that energy, that experience in our lives. We call it our I am, becomes who we are. No longer a thought, but who we actually are. And then we put that feeling into practice every day. We use our spiritual tools to bring it to life in the physical. So that's in essence what the holding is. Sometimes we start with a pain point. Sometimes we start with a desire. Today we're going to start with a desire that you've already defined. that quality that you want to feel. All right. Let's begin. And as we get started, trust your own guidance more than anything. If I say something and you feel it kind of pulling you out of your experience rather than deeper into it, I may have said that for someone else. So trust your own knowing, your own guidance, where it takes you. You can ride on this sacred energy that we're creating together. Go where your own inner guidance takes you. It will be perfect for you. All right. And that includes guidance. In this meditation, we don't usually talk about a guide or a guardian or a protector. If you're used to going into sacred space in that way, as we get started, invite that sweet being in to be there with you. That's absolutely fine. It is your sacred space. So let it work for you. Is that making sense? Trust yourself. Some nods or hands up or something so I know. Thumbs up. Shake your head if it's not, so I know how to. It's okay. That didn't make any sense, Misa. Try it again. Okay, yes, thank you in the chat room. Good. Okay, and welcome, Niti and Chris. Hello, aloha. So glad you're all here. All right, let's go into this space. So I invite you to get comfortable. I find it best to sit. You can lie. Here's the thing. If you want to lie down, lie down. If you have a difficult time going into kind of a theta brainwave state, that journeying space, that meditation space, yeah, then you probably better lie down. If you go in very deeply, you go in too fast. Gosh, I had a sister of mine who used to stand when I did any kind of meditation. She'd go in so deeply. But sitting for most of us works pretty well. And I like to cup my hands and put them in my lap because it helps me remember that we're connecting with womb space, with sacred feminine, sacred energy. And it's also good to have feet flat on the floor. It just allows for a better flow of energy. All right, this beautiful sacred space. I invite you to breathe. Just breathe into the space that you are. We are so blessed to live at this time when scientists can show us that we are more space than we are the vibrations of light and sound that create the illusion of matter. Infinitely more space. And it's as powerful, as wonderful as the light and sound, those amazing expressions of who we are, the light and sound of our masculine being. So here in this space, we enter into what has been defined by the Chinese as yin or feminine space, a slightly different nature, but ever so powerful, equally powerful. And the energy that is awakening on the planet today, this sacred energy that cools us and cools the planet, as we are speeding up, as things are getting hotter, we cool it down in this sacred space. We cool down our nervous systems. We cool down our thoughts. We cool down our emotions. We allow everything to rest. Because in the rest of this sacred womb space, we are reborn. Allow yourself to notice the ebb and flow of your breath. And notice it caressing you. So gentle. And quiet. You might want to notice the space between your breaths. It's a little sliver of space. That's very still and quiet. It's a doorway into that yin energy. Cool and dark and serene, like the night sky. Allow that spacious, still feeling to anchor in your energetic womb space, and all beings have this space within us, that creative space. And allow the awareness of that space to expand throughout your whole body. Dark, cool, quiet. Cooling and calming, restful. A gentle wave reflected in your breath, just like the very beginning of creation inside you. Invite yourself to remember a moment you felt love, any kind of love, love expressed as kindness or laughter, gentleness, romantic love, divine love, a smile, a baby's fingers wrapped around yours, any moment of love with a pet, a sunset, love. And feel it now. Awaken it inside you. And as you breathe with this memory, this moment, a single moment, notice that the love and the breath, the love and the space are all one. And it's okay if you're wondering if something you're thinking about really is love. In the divine, it's accepted as love. As these energies become one, loving expanse inside you, let that spaciousness expand beyond your body, way beyond your body, connecting you to the night sky, all those beautiful stars, space we call it, infinite space, the birthplace of life. endless, limitless space. In this space, you are loved exactly as you are. There's nothing you can do to earn it, nothing you can do to push it away. You are held in this space, and you are of this space. So if you're drawn to dissolve into it, that's beautiful. And if you're drawn to be held in it, that's beautiful. And invite your mind to take you into a deeper or more expansive experience of love than you've known yet. Some new depth, some new state of expansion in that cool, dark love, more limitless than you've remembered in this lifetime. Sweet, gentle ebb and flow that holds you as you are. It's very slow and very still. There's a tiny ebb and flow, like being cradled or rocked, like resting on a wave. It gently rocks you back and forth. The birthplace of dreams and divine desires. To know love in so many expressions. In this sacred space, invite yourself to reflect on that desire inside you, that love, that quality of love that you will feel as you attract the life you want. That quality. It's so precious. It came directly from the mind and heart of the divine through you to be birthed in this sacred space. That desire that is innocent and pure. That love of your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions, your life as a human. That inspiration that sparks life. Holding that inspiration, that love, that quality of love you choose to feel and experience. Deepen into love for it, gratitude for it, appreciation of that desire, honoring its significance, its importance, that it matters, that it gives life. Honor its life. It is a life force unto itself, looking for its expression through you. Quality of being, quality of living. And let that appreciation and love go deep, deeper, or you might feel it as greater expansion. That still, quiet space, it discovers itself, its own nature inside you. Let it grow. It's like a child that wants to grow. Mhm. It fills you, it fills space as it comes alive. And it's okay if a little doubt comes up or a little fear. That's human nature. That's past experiences. A little wondering about the unknown. It's okay. We can hold that too. It's worthy of love too. Gentle, gentle caress from inside of us. Kindness, kindness for whatever comes into this space. I've wanted this before, and then it's okay, let that come into. The divine is infinite love, and the womb holds all possibilities, all probabilities. Everything that has been created is now, could be created, every potential. And we, like that sacred space, can open our minds and hearts to hold it all in the same way as this energy of Divine Mother, the sacred womb, holding it all, loving it all, understanding deeply, deeply every choice we've ever made or will make. And loving us as that potential that is learning and stretching and growing and discovering its own nature through our bodies, through our minds, through our spirits, and our emotions. Expanding into that love that holds it all. And knowing and trusting that in the presence of limitless love, our fears and our doubts unravel and unwind and rest. They deeply rest. And in the presence of that limitless love, our hopes and desires expand as we create into the unknown what we have not yet fully experienced in this lifetime. Those beautiful feelings we want are growing, nurtured in this love. And so that desire might be coming into its own self-awareness. You might notice it as light or sound. You might feel it as this unique and precious expression of love, wanting to burst out of you. You might experience it as a vision or a thought or a word, a feeling, a knowingness, a scent, a taste, a symbol. You might find that this expression arrives to you as a vision of someone you love or have known, or something abstract, a sound or a word, a profound feeling inside you, or any combination of your inner senses. This is your I am, the I am of this desire, becoming. And as you feel it, know it, sense it, see it, hear it, it is awakening powerfully in you. And like the moon, it invites and it attracts. And let yourself feel that beautiful pull, the beautiful invitation that invites out into creation this I welcome into me. This I welcome into my life. And my experiences as a person of my own choosing, this I am, I choose. And invite yourself to see, sense, hear, know, feel you living in this I am on earth. What does this feeling, this I am, look like in your life? How does it influence your choices? What are you doing? Maybe something new or different, or a way of doing the same old thing in a new way, a more awakened way that is satisfying and fulfilling, or maybe a little risky, but guided in this divine light. See, sense, hear, know, feel how it becomes activated in your physical life on earth. This is the great alchemical transformation from spirit into matter. Your life as matter. being that love and living from that love in your actions and your choices, in the physical, welcoming in that which you desire. And with this awareness of this I am becoming real, I invite you to join me in taking 3 big breaths. We're going to bring ourselves back into our bodies through the breath. So, a big inhale, blow through your mouth. You're blowing yourself back into your body. Notice that there's air around you, it has a temperature, texture, sometimes scents and sounds. Let that help to bring you back to this earthly reality. Next breath, coming in further, big inhale, blow. Good. Feel your body and feel that you are sitting against physical matter. With this last breath, we're coming all the way back in. We're going to make a gentle landing here so our third eyes are treated kindly. Big inhale, blow hard. All the way back into your body. Stretch, wiggle, flex. Make sure you can feel your body. And when you can, then very gently open your eyes. That feeling your body is what gives you a soft landing for your third eye when your spirit's coming back in. That's why we do that, in case you were wondering. So if you would be so kind, even for a minute, to turn your camera on, my responsibility is to make sure you all get back. So I do like feeling you, and I can feel you, but it really helps if I can see you, then I know, or a thumbs up, that works. Yes, thank you, thank you. Leave it on for a minute because I have to get through 3 screens here. Hello, Luba. It's good to see you. Yes, I see some thumbs. Hi, Sushil. I see some thumbs. Not all back yet. Come on back. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Carolyn. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Allison. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Ishtar. Nita. Good, good, good. Thank you. Almost. A couple more of you. Keep breathing. Big inhales. Come on back. Okay, one more. Come on back. I know it feels good out there, doesn't it? Yes, but the transformation happens here, so. Okay, feels like we're all back. Yummy. You hold some awesome space, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody's. Everybody's, you can come play with me anytime. So, seeing some hearts and thumbs up, that's good. That's good. So, if there's anything you would like to share in the chat room, feel free to do that. Maybe you had an insight or you'd like to share your I am or a feeling that you had. Sometimes your ancestors or your guides come in, you want to acknowledge them. You don't have to share anything, but if you'd like to, you're welcome to. And then I can share them with all of us. Yeah. Heidi, do you have a question, honey, or you just let me know you're back? You can unmute your line if you want to.
I think I just put the hand up.
Okay. Okay. No worries, no worries. And the way you lower it is down in those little reactions. So you can lower it whenever you're ready. Oh, Linda, I'm so glad. She said her physical pain is so much less. More free in your body, maybe a little at ease in your body. It's so great to give that some language so your body knows what we're doing, that beautiful state. Very relaxing, Kathy said. Good. Ah, Purple Heart, yay. In a T. Pat says, beautiful, felt the unconditional love of Mother Mary, and it felt like home. She can feel like home. So yummy. Yeah, Linda says yes. Rosemary said wonderful. I'm so glad. Hi, Rosemary. Rosemary was in, and Ariane were with me in the first circle I was ever in 30 years ago. You want to wave to everybody, Rosemary? Yeah, we have known each other all those years. Isn't that awesome? This is the power of circles. Ah, okay. Vera said, I love the meditation, but I had a difficult time getting away from the body. Ah, mind wandering through many experiences. Vera, sometimes in feminine energy, that is how it goes. Our mind is putting together pieces that don't make sense to our everyday mind, but our greater consciousness knows what it's all about. And I've found over the years, if I relax with that and I don't try to control it and I just let it flow, all sorts of really cool things start unwinding and unraveling and other openings kind of take place. So it can be okay if we let it be all right to not be in control for a while. Yeah. And I'm glad you shared that, Vera, because that happens for a lot of us, by the way. A lot of us. Um, yeah, you're welcome. A big thank you to everyone. Linda says, at different points during the meditation, I felt very strongly that I needed to contact 3 different people. Yeah. In my experience, Linda, that is a sign that that's a good idea. That's your intuitive gifts open up in that space. Clairsentience, clairaudience, clear cognizance, which is knowing, all of them. Yeah, so it's great to honor them. Then they work more and more for us the more we honor them. Me too. The opportunity to pour peace and love into everything, softening. Oh, a blue rose. Ooh, yummy. That's beautiful. Maria said that was very lovely, beautiful meditation, very relaxing of love. You went out there. Okay, awesome, Maria. That's great. There is something really powerful that happens when we come together in sacred space and go into like, feminine consciousness, into that womb of life. Our inner senses expand to new levels. And sometimes we're able to access states of awakening we haven't been able to access as easily on our own. So it's really a gift we give to ourselves. Beautiful. Anyone else? Was there any? Oh, there we go. Dorian fell asleep a bit. Body pain is disruptive. Okay. I'm glad you fell asleep then, Dorian. Then that's a gift to you and let you be in another state for a while. What the grandmothers taught me about this was really helpful. They said, in this practice, it's okay if you slip into other states of consciousness right into dream time. Grandmother said sometimes what's happening is we're going into a deeper place where we can actually affect more and experience more. And then we take that um, wisdom, basically, or transformation, and then we kind of bring it up through the layers of consciousness into our daily lives and can use it. So whenever I would get upset with myself, oh, I fell asleep again, grandmothers, I'm so sorry. Get over yourself. It's okay, girl. It's all right, Misa. Everything's fine. It'll come up to surface when it's ready to. Keep holding. This is making sense that in this practice, it's okay. There are certainly practices, more masculine practices, that wouldn't be the okay thing. But in this practice, it's okay. And so, Dorian, thank you for sharing that so we could kind of look at that together. Um, yeah. Yeah, Marnie, thank you for sharing so deeply. I get it when you feel stuck, really stuck and overwhelmed, right? So, in my experience, love, we're looking for some specific quality of love. Um, in the way that I was taught, these are emotional needs of the soul, and it's a particular quality of love that we're looking for. So when we can allow ourselves to be present, in your case, to the feeling of being stuck or that feeling of being in hell, and love it because it's a part of you that's been hurting for a long, long, long time. Those achy feelings are the ones that are most hungry for love, the most hungry. When I was teaching, the kids that were acting out the most were the ones most needing love consistently. And as I could find what love they needed to experience, was that they needed some approval somewhere in their life. They needed just someone to be kind or just someone to listen to them, whatever it was. Once I found out what that was, and together we consciously met that need, acting out behavior went way down. And the more happy expressions of them, of their lives, started opening up. So in my experience, it's really, really great to be super kind to that mind chatter, those judgments, those harsh feelings we have. They are where we need the greatest inner kindness. Jessica, ooh, you went way out there. My body was so heavy when I was trying to come back. I'm glad you did come back. It might have taken a little while. And we come back so we can make it part of our lives. But it's okay when it's really heavy. Sometimes it just means we're very deeply kind of positioned in another dimension. So that's okay. Yeah, Dorian. Yes. Oh, you've had a hard time sleeping. Oh, well, how beautiful, Dan. You got to rest and sleep. That's perfect. And we held that for you. Isn't that lovely, everybody? We got to hold Dorian in that space so she could sleep. And Hannah said, thank you to all. Vera, it was somewhere on the border between awakeness and almost spacing. Yep. The body was dominant, and that's okay too. It's a playground, right? When we're learning how to go into that deeper theta state or into alpha state, even, and still be conscious, the lucid dreaming, these are all levels that we get to learn how to be in. And what I love about holding is that it really is a safe space to be where you are and love where you are. And the more you love where you are, the more access you get to deeper and deeper states. Or another way to think of it is more expansive states of consciousness. Oh, Jessica, you were at Joe Dispenza's meditation last night, synchronizing the frequency of love. Yeah. I think Joe and I were in the same tribe once upon a time ago. It's my theory. I'll have to ask him one of these days. Laurel said, thank you, Misa. This was so nourishing and beautiful as always. You are so welcome, my dear. Yeah. Anybody else? A question? Questions are fine, or something you want to share? Yeah. Ariane, you want to share anything as we bring this to a close?
I'm just so glad that you are all here with us tonight. I think this is February is the month of love. And the best place we can begin is with self-love and with ourselves and really feeling into that and tapping into that in our lives. So thank you, Misa. And thank you all for coming, because when we come together, we all share our energy, particularly when we're focused around the same thing. So happy February.
Happy February, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Ariane. Yeah, this is a great month for us to be thinking about love, getting ready for spring, right? The bursting of life. We get to be a part of that consciously. And as we say in our practice, may each of us become a person of our choosing to choose that life. So lots of love in the chat room. Yay. Oh, good. Kelly Andrea felt connected to everybody. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you don't have the holding, let me pop that in the, if you want to get it for free. Whoops. Go to Sacred Feminine Awakening. I'm making sure I spell this correctly. .com, but in case I didn't, sacredfeminine.awakening.com. I just put it in the chat room. There are 3 little dots next to it, and if you click on those, you'll see copy. That'll put it on your clipboard, and you can paste it into a note or a Word doc or wherever you want to put it. And or just remember sacredfeminineawakening.com. You can go there, you can download the holding meditation, a version of it. There are like gajillion versions because we all can make it up as we go. So there are many beautiful versions of it. You can download one, and also that puts you on the invitation list, so you get monthly invitations to Holding for Healing. And if you're a woman or you identify as feminine, then you are welcome to come to our full moon healing water ceremonies as well. So you're so welcome. I'm seeing all these lovely thank yous, and I'm taking that into my heart. That nourishes my soul. And feel free to open up your lines if you'd like. Say goodbye, namaste, give love, fairy dust, angel dust, whatever you do. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you all. And be sure to flip through these screens, see all these beautiful women who are here. Amazing, beautiful.
And our guys too.
And our guys and our everybody who is here. Absolutely. Absolutely. All of us. So, so much love to you all. Have a beautiful February. I'll see you in March. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.